Hi, my name is Shmuley. I work over here for Chabad at the Kotel of the Western World. We have here a stand where we help Jews do the commandment of adorning the tefillin. One on the arm, one on the head, as it says in the Bible, and you shall bind them on your arm as a sign, and it should be a reminder between your eyes. In English it's spelled, in Hebrew it's called tefillin, T-E-F-I-L-L-I-N. In English we call it phylacteries. So one is put on the arm next to the heart, which is the feelings, the mind, the intellect. We bind our feelings and our mind to realize everything is from God. Whether it's our great feelings or our intellect, it comes from God. But we might turn around and say, I might be a great professor and be able to talk and be very smart. Doesn't mean that I know how to express my intellect. And the same thing with feelings. Our feelings not always are expressed. People have good feelings. They see a old person schlepping the bags and they say I should help them, but I'm late for my meeting. So not necessarily do they stop and utilize their feelings. So the idea is we want to align our mind to control our feelings and bring our feelings into our hands, into action, to the doing. That we should express our mind and feelings in action by helping the person or expressing our intellect. Now going to what tefillin are made up of. So tefillin are made of a piece of leather, a piece of a hide of a cow, which is taken and with the pressing and drying, etc., a long process until this piece of leather becomes one box. As you can see, it's one piece of leather, except for two fillers over here. They just fill it. So when it's closed, it'll be straight. But the actual box on the bottom part is one part, one unit. Now, there's two tefillin, one like we said for the hand, and one for the head. They are both the same type of box, just when they're pressed, this one's split into 4 little compartments, 1, 2, 3, 4, whereas the hand one is one box. Inside the tefillin is a scroll. As you see the scroll inside. The scroll inside is ink on parchment paper, again made from the head of a cow, parchment, and every letter has to be carefully written by a scribe. Ink with a quill, every letter is formed, and if one letter is missing or written wrong, the whole tefillin is non-kosher. The same as Jewish people know, we have a mezuzah on the door, which is also written the Shema prayer on the door, which protects the door. The mezuzah protects the door and the house, and the tefillin protects the body. Now, then it's sewn closed, as you can see the sinews over here, and a leather strap is attached to it, which binds the head onto the head, and the leather strap for the arm, which binds it onto the arm.
Which arm?
So the which arm is generally it's on the left arm next to the heart, but it depends on your which hand you write with, because it has to be on the weaker arm, but the weaker arm goes according to your fine motor skills. What's considered weaker? So if a person, even if he does everything with his right hand, but he writes with his left, he'll do it on his weaker arm, which is his right, even though he picks up weights with his right hand. But because it goes according to the fine motor skills, which is the writing and art, etc. Say the bracha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'honiach tefillin. Which means, I will bless you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has made us holy through his commandments and commanded us to put on tefillin. Another metaphor, as we were talking about before, is that the Jewish people at Mount Sinai sort of had a marriage with God. And God is like the husband, we are like the wife. And through doing the commandments, we reveal our infinite connection that we have. So the commandments are called mitzvahs, and we're made holy through his commandments, just like a husband marries his wife. He takes her specifically for him. He marries her, he chooses her. Same thing God chose the Jewish people, and the wedding vows are the commandments that God gave us. So through doing that, it reminds us every day, and every time we do a commandment, of our special connection we have with
יום
God.
היורצייט של האיליגה רבי רב מיילה. והוא גם